Hello and welcome to Manga Tora 96, and today we're going to talk about Jujutsu Kaisen. Following the Nobara Kugisaki video, let's talk about my second favorite character in the series, and that's Maki Zenin. Like in the Nobara video, I will be going over Maki's personality, her combat abilities, and her role in the story. Now without further ado, let's start. Maki Zenin is currently a second year at Tokyo Metropolitan Cursed Technical College. Originally from the Zenin family, Maki left her home due to being rejected for the lack of cursed energy. She studies to become a strong sorcerer despite her own family working against her. Maki is a very headstrong and straightforward person who tends to be quite blunt. She is strong-willed and motivates herself to escape the ties of her sorcerer family. For her entire life, she has been mistreated and put down for being a woman and a non-sorcerer by the Zenins. Despite feeling cursed by her own family, Maki strives to become a sorcerer and prove everyone wrong, breaking the foundation of their way of life that she so rejects. Maki and Mai were originally going to stay together with the Zenin family, but the older twin decided she couldn't live that way. Rejected by her own family, Maki's bonds lie with her classmates, whom she normally takes the leadership role with. She is very tough on them in training, very impatient and often hot-tempered. She only wishes to see them get stronger as they fight beside her, and has taught many of her peers how to properly wield a variety of weapons, even if they had to get beaten up by her a lot to reach that point. With Yuta, Maki was initially annoyed with his shy attitude and felt that he had no business being at Tokyo Jiu-Jitsu High as a cursed victim. However, after fighting beside him and learning to understand one another, Maki discovered they weren't so different. In fact, Yuta was the first person to truly make her feel accepted. In this instance, Maki's tough exterior tried to repress her emotions with frustration, but she couldn't help but feel moved in a very rare show of emotion. All of the students of Tokyo Jiu-Jitsu High respect her, and Yuji could feel her aura of leadership before even getting to know her. On missions, Maki is always focused on the task at hand, is professional as a sorcerer, she follows orders and can even work with her family members cordially if the task calls for it. Additionally, while competing against her twin sister, Maki treated it as any other fight and dispatched her quickly. As for her combat abilities, Maki's grade 4 sorcerer ranking is not at all reflective of her actual abilities in battle. Her promotion was stalled for years due to the Zenin family, and she can easily exercise a grade 2 curse. Her physical prowess is second only to Yuji's among the students, and she is a master of a wide assortment of different weapons. Wielding cursed tools, Maki is an effective sorcerer despite her lack of cursed energy, because she makes up for it with astonishing physical abilities. Compared to other Jujutsu students, Maki is often underestimated. However, she was able to effortlessly overwhelm Kasumi Miwa, as well as completely dominate her sister in a fight. Against special grade cursed spirits, Maki has proven to be a valuable asset in battle. She and Megumi were able to buy enough time against Hanami for reinforcements to arrive. While fighting alongside Naobito and Nanami against Dagon, Maki was a step slower than the seasoned grade 1 sorcerers, but was still able to hold her own as well. She is able to wield a wide assortment of different weapons. Maki is considered to be an expert in all sorts of weaponry. She normally uses spears in battle, but is fully capable of switching between multiple weapons in the course of a single fight. During the Goodwill event, Maki broke the handle of her own spear, then took Kasumi's sword, and once that broke, she utilized a 3-section staff to fight. She is also fully capable of incorporating martial arts such as Aikido into close-range combat. Additionally, Maki is also a very capable teacher. Not only did she turn Yuta into a swordsman, practitioner, and a decent sparring partner, she also helped Megumi learn to wield different weapons as well. Raised by the Zenin family, Maki has a good grasp on all aspects of the Jujutsu world. She can stay one step ahead of her opponents in battle and can read other people's moves through their personalities. Maki was the one who came up with the Tokyo team's initial strategy to counter Ai's one-track mind and brute strength. Maki possesses extraordinarily high levels of strength, capable of overpowering weaker opponents with ease. She was able to knock Aoi Todo, a notoriously strong student, out cold by hitting him in the face with a baseball. Maki also broke a wooden pole arm over her thigh, something no normal human would be capable of. Maki is extremely fast and possesses superhuman reflexes, enough for a special great cursed spirit like Hanami to acknowledge her prowess. She is sharp and highly mobile, capable of effortlessly slicing bullets out of the air with a sword, and can even catch a bullet shot at close range with her bare hands. Maki possesses very low levels of cursed energy, comparable to the average non-sorcerer. She cannot see curses without glasses imbued with cursed energy, and must use a cursed tool to exercise them. From here on, I will talk about her actions in the story, so if you don't want to be spoiled, now is the time to go read the manga, as I will talk about things that the anime hasn't yet covered. Now let's start with what happened to Maki in her first year. Maki, Toga Inumaki and Panda are seen talking about their incoming fourth classmate of the first year, Yuta Okotsu. Yuta finally arrives and introduces himself to them, but Maki seems unimpressed with him and proceeds to berate him, causing Rika to attack her and the others. Later Maki is assigned with Yuta on a mission, but are attacked by very powerful cursed spirits due to Suguru Geto's scheming. In great danger, Maki questioned Yuta for his purpose and encouraged him to use the power of Rika. After that, Yuta helped the injured children and Maki running to safety. Maki started to train Yuta for melee weapon after that. Panda mischievously tried to get the two together when he saw them starting to get along well. Suguru Geto finally approached Yuta, insulted Maki and declared war at the college. Right before war, Maki explained to Yuta about her lack of curse power and her motivation as a sorcerer. Suguru then brutally wounds Maki to the point of death and then injures Panda and Toga as well. Yuko then tried his best to heal them and manages to defeat Suguru. After the war, Yuta uncursed Rika, found him actually a talented sorcerer and remained as a classmate with his friends. Moving on to the Kyoto Goodwill Arc. When the team from Kyoto Prefecture Cursed Technical College arrived, Maki teased about Nobara's eagerness of traveling to Kyoto. She and Panda also commented about Satoru's habit of being late. After Yuji was back with the students, the first and second graders held a conference about the team battle. The second graders asked about the skills of Yuji, and Maki asked him to confront with Aoi Todo. When the event starts, Maki travels with the other Tokyo students. When they encounter Aoi, Maki splits from the group with Megumi. After splitting up, Maki talks with the others about how the Kyoto students are trying to kill Yuji. Maki and Megumi then head back and encounter Noritoshi, Kamo and Kasumi Miwa. Maki takes on Miwa, but asks why Miwa wants to fight alone. Miwa tells her why she wants to take on Maki alone, which Maki tells her that she won't hold back. As Maki takes on Miwa, Miwa notices that Maki is stronger than what she was told by Maki's twin sister Mai. When Miwa trying to counter Maki's assault, Maki easily distracts Miwa and manages to get close to Miwa. Maki throws Miwa while also taking her sword. Maki then leaves while taking Miwa's sword with her. Maki encounters her sister Mai and the two start to fight. Maki easily counters all of Mai's shots and closes the distance between the two. Once Mai fires all 6 shots from her revolver, Maki charges at Mai. Maki plans to make sure that Mai can't reload, but is shocked when Mai fires a 7th shot. Maki manages to catch the bullet and win against Mai. Mai asks why Maki left, which Maki says that she already knows. Mai explains how she would be fine to serve the Zenin clan as a servant if Maki was with her, which Maki replies that she would have hated herself if she did that. Maki then apologizes to Mai and leaves. When intruders invade the site of the event, Maki notices that a screen is being placed over the site they are at. Maki then takes on Hanami along with Megumi. After Toge and Norushito are defeated, Maki takes on Hanami with a 3-section staff and manages to send Hanami flying. Maki continues to attack Hanami with Megumi's assistance, but is forced to fight Hanami alone when Hanami places a cursed energy feeding seed onto Megumi. When Hanami manages to catch Maki, Maki stops Megumi from attacking, since they will be switching out. Suddenly Aoi and Yuji show up and rescue the two. Maki is then taken out of the screen along with Megumi by Panda. After the intruders have been dealt with, Maki attends a meeting where they all agree with continuing the event. Maki then plays a game of baseball with the others, where she pitches for her team. When Aoi is up to bat, Maki beans him and is complimented for it. After the Kyoto Goodwill event, Maki is nominated by Mei Mei for a promotion to First Grade Sorcerer. And lastly, let's cover what Maki did during the Shibuya incident arc. On October 31st, Maki is with Noobito and Nobara at Shibuya Mark City Restaurant Avenue entrance when they meet up with Akari. Maki then listens as Akari informs them about the situation and how they will be on standby for now. Later, when the citizens are attacked by mutated humans, Maki along with Nobara and Noobito head into the curtain to save the people. While dealing with the mutated humans, Maki is informed that something has happened to Kiyotaka. Maki thinks about how something feels off and tells Nobara to take Akari to Kiyotaka's location, since the assistant directors are critical and that she will deal with the mutated humans. Maki and Noobito would meet up with Nanami, and then the three head to the Shibuya station. Along the way, Noobito tries to get Maki to leave, but Maki turns the table and says that Noobito has been drinking. When the three encounter a cursed spirit, Maki watches as Noobito takes on the spirit. When the cursed spirit Dagon releases a torrent of water, Maki manages to get above the water and thinks about how she would have been a goner if she didn't save herself. After Noobito manages to distract Dagon, Maki and Nanami join in the fight. Dagon manages to defend itself from the tree, which Maki thinks about how humiliating it was to be saved by Noobito during the clash. When Noobito comments about how Dagon is defending itself, Maki joins in and the three overwhelm Dagon with speed-based attacks and force Dagon to retreat. Maki along with Noobito and Nanami are suddenly trapped within Dagon's domain expansion, which Maki is instantly hit by Dagon's domain sure hit technique. After figuring out what to do with each, Dagon uses his Death Swarm attack, which Nanami advises Maki on how to survive the attack. After Noobito and Nanami are dealt with, Dagon attacks Maki while calling her weak. Maki quickly returns and tells Dagon that he should have killed her with one attack if he is calling her weak. Dagon says that he will deal with Maki that same as the other two, which Maki thinks about how she should have gotten a roaming cloud from Megumi before coming here. Suddenly, Megumi breaks into the territory and gives Maki the roaming cloud curse tool. Maki then uses the tool to fight Dagon and manages to wound it. Maki continues to fight Dagon with Noobito but retreats when Megumi creates an exit. Maki makes it to the portal but is surprised when Toji comes through it. Toji takes roaming cloud from her, which Maki wonders about the strength that Toji has. As Maki watches Toji fight against Dagon, Maki wonders just who Toji is, which Noobito says Toji is just a ghost. Maki is then shocked when Toji sharpens roaming cloud. When Toji exercises Dagon, Maki thinks about how Toji was able to take care of Dagon by himself. Maki worried about Megumi when Toji suddenly takes Megumi to another location, but turns her attention to the sudden arrival of Jogo. Jogo then takes care of Maki after having dealt with Nanami. With this I covered everything about Maki so far in the story. She truly is deserving of the title of second best character in the series and not the travesty where she ended up in 12th place in the first popularity poll. Hopefully people will see her greatness and correct this mistake when the second popularity poll comes. And that will be all for this video. If you like this video, leave a like, leave your thoughts in the comments below, or subscribe to the channel for more manga reviews and One Piece content. Until the next time, take care.